Hello lovelies, today I'm sharing 15 of my favorite pieces at Anthropologie right now. I've done the work for you, I've done the shopping, the trying on, and the vetting of wearable trends. So you can pick and choose some of these really gorgeous pieces that are going to really serve you this season and beyond. Anthropologie is a favorite brand of mine because of their ability to combine so many eclectic styles, but a common thread throughout all of them is the elegance, wearability, and also introduction of brands that I haven't heard of, as well as their own house brand, which is Maeve. This is a Maeve find from a few months ago. It's now on sale. It's a really fun tweed vest that is really elegant and perfect for summer. For this Anthro haul, I was searching for a really great variety that would fit beautifully into a very edited capsule that felt very coastal summer. So I went in there looking for pieces that I can mix and match together, as well as with other very basic things in my closet that would help elevate everything. I usually go into the store and visit some pieces, try them on. Usually I'm looking at so many different brands and pieces throughout the season that I don't immediately get something. I just kind of have it sit with me for a while. But out of all the things that I tried on, I wanted to share the ones that were my favorites and the ones that are gonna actually make it into my cart. Welcome back, and if you're new, I'm Zeba and I'm so happy you're here. I'm here to help you figure out your best style for right now, not when everything is perfectly in place, so that you love your outfit and feel confident in your own skin. So if you love approachable elegance, you're in the right place. The first top is this really compelling, slightly cropped top by Maeve that comes in a few different colorways. I just tried on the pink one because I have already a green and white one that took all my willpower not to try on because I love the combination of blue and white and green and white for summer. I thought pink would be a very relevant color choice for summer 2026 in particular. The reasons this shirt will really serve you is because the material is beautiful. It's very expensive looking, but more importantly, very expensive feeling. Like I felt so good in it. It's got really nice kind of like longer arms that felt very airy, and I know that many of you have insecurities with your arms, so if you want to hide your arms, this is the perfect top for it. The other reason that I really love it is because you don't have to tuck it, and you don't have to worry about tucking it or what to do with it. So you're very short-waisted and always looking for a way to visually hack that your torso is a little bit longer than it is, then this is a really great top for that as well. And it would look amazing with denim as it does with these really fun, crazy pants that I also wanted to share with you. I think summer always calls for a pair of pants that kind of feels like you're on vacation on your porch. You know what I mean? Like you could kind of put them on and step out there and have dinner and just have like a good night out and be wearing like this really fun pair of pants that just makes you feel like you're on vacation. Or if you are going on vacation, then they're a great pair to take along. This is a really comfortable pair that Anthropologie makes year in and year out in many different colorways. They have a crop, they have a full length version, and as a whole, Anthropologie has 3 different inseams. They have a petite, a regular, and a tall, so you can usually find the best inseam for you, which is one of the biggest style hacks ever, because you don't want to get the wrong inseam because it's a surefire way to ruin your style and to completely dash your confidence. One of the reasons I really like recommending this brand is because of the inseam situation. So these pants are a little bit out there. Now, if you really like the look of these pants, but you're like, yeah, I'm not ever going to wear these, then the Colette Magic pants are some that are historically bestsellers for this community. You love buying them and I love wearing them. I got some earlier this year to kind of help emulate some of the Carolyn Bessette Kennedy looks, where she wore a lot of these like khaki colored trousers that felt like a really easy twill pant. I love these. These are, again, bestsellers. And the ones that I'm showing you here have a slight little stripe that is very nautical and screams summer. So you can go for a colorway that is a little bit more pan-seasonal. You can wear this year round, or you can go for something that just says that summer has arrived and it's really fun, and you can potentially wear this in other seasons too, but it really does capture the essence of summer. So I recommend these so much. I thought they looked beautiful with this really dainty peplum top that's like a baby doll shirt that has a little hint of lace. We've seen so many hints of lace everywhere for the last couple of years, I would say, but they're everywhere this season in terms of the slip skirt that has a little lace trim, which they also have with a matching top that I love and have. Also with the camisoles that are very 2000s inspired, just having them here on the top, or on the bottom trim so they stick out underneath a t-shirt or worn alone. This is a trend that we cannot seem to get away with. This is a top that is a nod to that trend, but it does feel very different because it is a little bit airier. Another reason you'll love this shirt too is in case you don't want anything like super form-fitting, hugging your body. Sometimes like in the summer, we have so many barbecues and like events and like you're eating out and like you just don't want anything too form-fitting around your stomach and you just want a little forgiveness. They also have them in a few colors as well, so I think that you'll be really happy with this top. It also has adjustable straps, which is key because I feel like all of us have such different torsos, and sometimes like if you don't have an adjustable strap, then like it's so low and you feel like you're showing everything, or you know, all the things. The other way that I loved wearing this shirt is with a fifth item you need here, which is the convertible skirt. When I saw this, I knew I was gonna love it. It is in my cart because like I don't think I can live without it. It comes in a few colors, but the baby blue is iconic. It's just such a beautiful color and so relevant in summer 2026. And it just hugs you really nicely around your hips, but not like compresses, like not in a restricting way, but more in like a flattering way. And then it just falls really pretty and airy. The material is gauzy, but it's not see-through. And combined with this top, I was like, I'm ready to go to any music festival around the world. But the crazy part is that it's not just a skirt. It can also be a dress. Yes, you can pull it up and then suddenly it's like, talk about a forgiving dress. Like you can't see anything underneath there, nothing, not for days. So it's a great way to just like feel very airy, pair it with some really cute shoes and be golden. I just did a video on summer shoes that are in style, so make sure to head there after this. Before we go on to some other items, we're gonna take a little accessory break. As part of our accessory intermission, the first bag that I wanna show you, when I saw it, I was like, this is a designer inspired something. And sure enough, I was like digging deep into my mental files. I'm like, this is Kate, right? And it is a very beautiful, elegant, contrast trim bag that is going to just elevate every outfit, carry all of your beachy things and everything that kind of accumulates in the summer. And I think it's $108. It's like a crazy price. So if it's still in stock, grab it. It's top rated, bestseller, and it is in my cart as well. Now the other bag that is very different, but also really right now, really summer 2026, is this woven shoulder bag that comes in a few different colorways. The one that I chose at the stores to show you was this kind of more metallic bronze one, because when you get a colorway that's in a more of a metallic tone, it tends to go with so much. So you can go for a beautiful, more of like a neutral white or tan, which again, you'll wear a lot because these are summer colors, or go classic black, of course. I have a weakness for black. It's my favorite color. But this bronzy tone is unexpected, but there's really few colors that you're gonna be like, no, it doesn't go with that. So I love it for that. It has that kind of Bottega Veneta rich texture that, you know, is very coveted and looks really expensive. And that one looks so much more expensive than it is. It's also around $100. The other thing that I visited while I was there are the bangles. I show these bangles a lot as examples because chunky jewelry has been really trending this season through 2026, but especially right now. And it's a great way to just kind of have a little bit of noise and dress up a very simple outfit. And this is the thing with summer. Summer, there's nowhere to hide. You don't have a ton of layers. You don't have the vest and the button down and the blazer and the top coat, and you don't necessarily want to do belt stacking either. So when you find an accessory that can do a lot of work for you, it's great. These bangles already come planned for you, so you don't have to even think about mixing and matching. They come in sets of 3s, and there's kind of like different flavors of them. These are really pretty. They're the ones that I was kind of showing you on the B-roll here. And they're also very affordable as well. Now, a bestseller that I shared in the June cheat sheet video is this Tassel pendant necklace that has been so popular. And I think it's because it adds a little bit of, it's almost a little nostalgic. There's also a lot of 20s flapper girl inspiration that was kind of like a headline of 2026 as an aesthetic trend. So you kind of see this trickling down with the fringe that we've seen kind of peppered throughout the fashion world and in bags and jackets and shirts and things. But This is a great way to implement kind of that fringiness without committing to a full-fledged garment, right? And so accessories are always going to be your best friends when it comes to attempting a trend. Because when we try trends, sometimes we can feel a little bit overwhelmed by like stepping out of our house in something that we haven't worn before. That's what limits us from actually trying the trend. And so it's too much of a commitment. But with an accessory, you can always hedge a little bit. It's just a statement, just a little touch of that trend. And worst case scenario, you're like, oh my gosh, like I am failing at life because of this tassel. Then you can take it off and nobody saw it, you know? It's like one of those things. The next dress just screams coastal Cape Cod summer. It's this patchwork maxi dress that's a shirt dress. And shirt dresses are very, very trendy for spring summer 2026 in any shape and flavor, where it's a really slinky quince one that I showed you earlier this year, or it's just like a Ralph Lauren poplin one. This one is super airy. I think it's like a linen cotton blend of some sort that just felt like I could just kind of like, you know, I could just picture myself like running in the grass in it. Just like, oh, like laughing in the golden hour. Like this is like one of those dresses, and it doesn't feel precious, if you know what I mean. It's one of these dresses that you will crave wearing because it doesn't feel like you just can't possibly get it dirty, or, you know, it's going to be ruined if you take it to the beach or something. It's a phenomenal dress. Next, a little fancier. So this is what I call my Monaco / Paris polka dot dress. Okay. I'll show you the Paris one first. This one screams Paris to me just because of that scarf. It just feels very like Parisian drama and drapey. And then it's got a super low waist. And as I've shared before, Matthew Blazy for Chanel has really brought the drop waist back in style, but in an extreme fashion. Not where like we're just seeing it like, oh, like it's a drop. No, we're seeing like dramatic drop waist. And this is kind of reminds me of that, right? It's a dramatic drop waist. And it feels really airy. The bottom is flowy and it's slightly sheer. And then if you want to kind of like that mode, but you want something sexier that's just gonna like, whew, you know, knock people out of their chairs, then do the Monaco version. And that's not really what they're called. I'm just calling it them because I'm like, if I would go to that area of the world, this is the dresses I would wear to each place. So Monaco version is a little bit more like, it's got like a halter neck. It shows off your shoulders. It's slinky, not that forgiving. And then it's got like a little bit of a backless, but it's kind of tied together with this accent in the back. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Just like wear some Spanx, call it a day. And yeah, they have them in a few colorways as well. Kind of along those Monaco lines is this beautiful camisole that's kind of like a empire waist that's flowy. They have them in a few colors. I tried on the black and white one. They also have them in a red, white, and I think something else. And it's got like an optional scarf. So if you want drama, if you're like woke up and you're like, oh my gosh, I need some drama in my life. Like things are going too smoothly. Let's, you know, add some drama in my clothes. Then this is where you add the thing, right? Anyway, this is a shirt that I really liked. It's also got adjustable straps, and it made my, you know, whatever pair of jeans I was wearing look really great. And they're not whatever jeans, by the way. These are also amazing jeans. They're cuffed, and they're by Bianco, a really affordable brand that I talk about all the time. The next piece is a gorgeous green floral dress that has a beautiful lace trim right along the neckline, really detailed intentional buttons, and a flowy long skirt that feels very effortless and also leans into kind of the European summer vibe. I also just did a video on European summer all pieces by Quinn, so really affordable classic pieces that you'll wear forever. It's one of my favorite edits yet. This dress kind of reminds me of a Monet painting. It's really subtle and lots of beautiful watercolor type of vibe that you feel really pretty in, styling it with some low heel sandals or some of the really trending flip-flops that we're seeing everywhere. This dress is also a key piece to get if you don't love super heavy floral prints, like they're just feel heavy, or just sometimes it can be also a little bit aging when you have a very heavy floral print that kind of dominates the entire outfit. It just starts to feel dated over time. This one's nice and subtle. The other dress that has been a bestseller that I recommend that you get this summer is this sheer off the shoulder one that hugs your body in all the right places. I have it in black. They have it in a couple of different colors, also depending on kind of the mood board that you're going for. And it's such great value. It's really comfortable. I've worn it to like some big dinners and things like that, and just have felt like, you know, like nothing is too tight or doesn't I'm not like aware of adjusting anything, which always feels really good, especially when you have more of a dressier type of piece that you want to save for special occasions, but then you end up not wearing enough because it's not that comfortable. This is not one of those dresses. I got it in black just because it was during my huge Carolyn Bessette Kennedy era, and it reminded me of some of the off-the-shoulder looks that we saw. And I'm endlessly inspired by her style. So I have several videos on her style, but the most recent one is right here. It's 15 looks to copy that include a lot of really great summer looks too. Another piece, kind of a bonus piece that Anthropologie always makes is this Tilda skirt. It's kind of a ever so slightly asymmetrical hemline that moves really beautifully. It's silky and isn't too transparent. Sometimes with these slip skirts, they can be really thin, and then you're kind of left to really solve for VPL and, showing lumps and bumps underneath. With this one, it's a little bit thicker, so I don't have to necessarily wear a shapewear underneath, which is great during the summer when you don't want like an extra layer. So I highly recommend this one. Also, if you want more styling ideas on slip skirts, make sure to check out this video. And if you learned something today, make sure to hit the subscribe button.